Level 1. The job posting. You find the listing at 11:47 p.m. Overnight security. Westfield Crestview Mall. Closed location. Minimal duties. $22 an hour. Cash. No company name. Just a phone number. You call it anyway. The man who answers speaks quietly, almost like he doesn't want to be heard. He tells you the mall closed in 2019. Structural issues, he says. Insurance reasons. He says your job is simple. Walk the perimeter every 2 hours, log anything unusual, and leave by 6 a.m. He tells you not to use the elevators. You ask why. He pauses. They haven't been serviced. You need the money. You say yes. 3 nights later, you're standing in the parking lot of Crestview Mall at midnight. The building is massive, 6 stories of dark glass and dead neon signs. A former anchor store's logo is still bolted to the side, half the letters missing. It now reads MCYs. The key card they mailed you actually works. The door clicks open. You step inside. Level 2. First walk. The air hits you first. Stale, cold, but not abandoned cold. Temperature-controlled cold. Someone is paying the electric bill. You switch on your flashlight. The beam cuts through the dark and lands on the atrium. The fountain is still there, dry, coins rusting at the bottom. Store gates are pulled down. Mannequins stand frozen behind dusty glass. A food court stretches to your left. Chairs still tucked in around tables, like someone just closed for the night. You pull out the logbook they left for you in a lockbox near the entrance. There are entries already. Dozens of them. Different handwriting. Some dates going back 8 months. Most entries say the same thing. All clear. No activity. But one, 3 weeks ago, is different. It says, Level B2. Do not go there. No name. No explanation. Just that. You check your floor map. The mall has a B1 and B2 basement level. Loading docks, storage, utility rooms. You weren't told about a B2. You start your first perimeter walk. Stick to level 1 like you were told. Everything looks empty. Everything looks normal. Then, near the old GameStop, you stop. You can hear something. It's low, rhythmic, like breathing, but mechanical, like a generator running somewhere beneath your feet. You write, all clear, in the logbook. You don't go downstairs. Not yet. Level 3, the second night. You come back the next night, and the night after that. By the 4th shift, you know this mall better than you've ever known anywhere. You know which tile near the old Zara store clicks when you step on it. You know the skylight above the atrium lets in moonlight between 2 and 3 a.m., turning everything silver. You know the sound of the ventilation system and how it sighs like something alive. You also know you're not alone. It starts small. A water bottle near the food court that wasn't there before. A chair pulled out from a table. The faint smell of cigarette smoke near the east corridor stairwell. You don't write any of it in the logbook. Instead, you call the number. The man answers on the first ring. You tell him someone's been inside. He's quiet for a long moment. Then he says, "That's not your concern. Just do your walks. Don't engage." "Don't engage?" you repeat. "With anyone," he says. And then he hangs up. That night at 3:15 a.m., you see a light. Not your flashlight, not moonlight, a warm yellow light deep in the east wing, moving slowly, deliberately, like someone carrying a lantern. You stand completely still. The light disappears around a corner. You go home at 6 a.m. and don't sleep until noon. Level 4. What's below? 2 weeks in. 3rd Monday. The envelope is in the lockbox when you arrive. No note, just cash. 18 crisp 50s. $900 for 1 week. You pick it up, count it twice, put it in your jacket. That night, you go downstairs. B1 is exactly what you'd expect. Loading bays, old shelving units, a broken forklift, smell of diesel and mildew. B2 is different. The door to B2 is metal, heavy. There's a keypad on the wall beside it, and without thinking, you try your card. It beeps green. You push the door open. The air changes instantly. Warmer, cleaner, faintly chemical, like a hospital corridor. The lights down here work. Dim, amber-tinted strips along the ceiling. The hallway hallway stretches further than makes sense for the building's footprint. On either side, rooms, each one locked, each one with a small window of reinforced glass. You shine your light through the first one. Shelving units, floor to ceiling, stacked with boxes, all sealed, all labeled with alphanumeric codes. Dozens of them, maybe hundreds. You don't open any doors. You walk back upstairs. You write "all clear" in the logbook. You don't call the number. Level 5. The offer. The man comes in person on a Thursday. You've never seen him before. 50s, clean gray suit, a face like someone who makes decisions with other people's lives for a living. He finds you in the food court at 1 a.m., sits down across from you like it's a business meeting. He sets a folder on the table. Inside, a new contract. Weekly payment of $2,500, cash, untaxed. All you have to do is add one task to your nightly routine. Every night at 2 a.m., go to B2. Take the logbook from room 7. Check that the seals on every box are intact and sign off. What's in the boxes, you ask. Inventory, he says. For what? He looks at you the way adults look at children who ask too many questions. Patient, slightly tired. For a business, he says. A legitimate business. You look at the contract. $2,500 a week. You do the math. $10,000 a month. Your rent is $900. You sign it. He takes the folder, stands up, and straightens his jacket. Don't open any of the boxes, and don't bring a phone past the B1 door. He walks out. You sit alone in the dark food court with a pen in your hand, wondering what you just agreed to. Level 6. Inside room 7. Room 7 has a different smell than the others. You notice it the third time you check it. Something sharp underneath the chemical clean, almost medicinal. The boxes in room 7 are different too. Same codes on the labels, but each one also has a small temperature strip, the kind you see on pharmaceutical packaging. Cold chain items, things that need to stay within a range. You start doing the math in your head. Whatever is moving through this building isn't furniture. It isn't stolen goods in the traditional sense. One night at 2:17 a.m., you hear footsteps in the B2 corridor. You press yourself into the wall of room 7. The door is open behind you. The footsteps are unhurried, confident. More than one person. They pass the room without stopping, then hear a door further down open and close. Then silence. You sign the logbook, all boxes intact, seals unbroken. You walk upstairs faster than you've ever walked in your life. Outside in the parking lot, hands on your knees, breathing cold air, you make a decision. You're going to find out what's in the boxes. Level 7. The box. You plan it for 2 weeks. You learn the pattern of whoever moves through B2 between 2 and 4 a.m. They come Tuesdays and Fridays. They spend about 40 minutes. They use a different door further east that you were never told about. On a Wednesday, safe night, you open the box. It takes you less than 30 seconds with the box cutter you bought specifically for this. Inside, pharmaceutical packaging, sealed blister packs, vials wrapped in protective foam, documentation in 2 languages you don't speak. You photograph one label with your watch, an analog. They never said you couldn't wear a watch with a camera. You reseal the box as perfectly as you can, sign the logbook, go home. You spend 3 hours running the label through translation apps and image searches. What comes back stops your heart cold. It's medication. Specifically, it's a controlled substance, a synthetic compound that's legal in 2 countries and illegal in 47. It's the kind of thing that moves through black market medical networks. It's the kind of thing that ends up connected to names you read about in international news stories that make no sense until suddenly they do. This isn't a storage job. You are the security for a pharmaceutical smuggling operation inside a dead mall, and you have been signing your name to it every night for 2 months. Level 8. Paranoia. You start seeing things differently. The car that's always in the far corner of the parking lot when you arrive, you never noticed it before. You notice it now. Dark blue sedan, different plates every few nights, but always parked in the exact same spot, always gone by the time you leave. Your phone feels different in your pocket, heavier. You start leaving it in your car. You search your apartment once, systematically, every room. You don't find anything. That almost makes it worse. You call the number, it's disconnected. You go to the address on the original contract. It's a virtual office suite on the 4th floor of a business center downtown. The receptionist says the company name you're looking for hasn't been a tenant there for 3 months. You go back to the mall the next night anyway.
The money is in the lockbox. $3,000 this week, not $2,500. No note. You stand in the parking lot holding the envelope for a long time. You think about what the extra $500 means. It means they know you opened the box. It means they're not angry. It means they want you to stay. Week 14, you arrive at midnight, walk the level 1 perimeter, check B2, sign the logbook. At 3 a.m., you go to the food court for the coffee you've started keeping in a thermos. There's a man sitting at a table, not the gray suit, someone younger, tired eyes, wearing civilian clothes, but there's something about the way he sits, the alertness, the positioning that reads military or law enforcement. He has a badge on the table. He doesn't reach for it. He just lets you see it. Federal, Customs and Border Protection, Financial Crimes Task Force. He slides a folder towards you. Inside are photographs, the blue sedan, the east corridor door, room 7, and a photograph of you in the B2 hallway, taken from a high angle, the date stamp from 11 nights ago. You opened a box, he says. You say nothing. That actually makes you one of the smarter ones we've surveilled here, he says. Most of them just sign the logs and cash the checks. You got curious. He tells you they've been watching the operation for 7 months. They have what they need on the top tier, but they need someone on the inside to confirm specific delivery schedules and to flag when a new shipment enters B2. You look at the photographs, at the date stamps, at the image of yourself in a place you weren't supposed to be. And if I say no, you ask? He taps the folder. Then this goes to a prosecutor who won't distinguish between you and them. Level 10, the last shift. You work 3 more weeks. You do what they ask. You log delivery times. You photograph crate serial numbers through the room 7 window with equipment they give you. Small, magnetized, stuck under the logbook shelf. You act normal. You sign the logs. You take the money. They tell you to take the money. They tell you a frozen account will look worse than a full one. The last night, a Tuesday, you know something is wrong before you even park. There are more cars, 3 vehicles you don't recognize. The blue sedan isn't in its usual spot. You sit in your car for 11 minutes. Then your phone buzzes, a number you don't know. 2 words, don't go in. You look at the building, dark, massive, silent. You start the car. You drive home. At 4:47 a.m., a notification from a local news alert. Federal agents execute search warrant on former commercial property on West Side. Multiple arrests. Investigation ongoing. You sit on your kitchen floor with your back against the wall. Your hands are steady. You're not sure why. You think about the logbook. Every page with your signature. Weeks of all clear. You think about the money in your account. Clean, the agent said. Nothing traceable on your end. Your cooperation documented. Your phone rings, a restricted number. You answer. It's the agent. It went well. You're clear. Don't speak to media. Don't post anything. Live your life. He hangs up. You sit in your kitchen until daylight fills the room. You open your laptop. There's a job listing in your email. You never signed up for job alerts. Overnight security, industrial facility, minimal duties, $24 an hour, cash. No company name, just a phone number. You stare at it for a long time. You close the laptop, but you don't delete the email.